Good morning, everyone, um, or good afternoon for those who are on the East Coast. It's 1 minute after noon. I want to welcome you to the virtual session 2 of the Lunar Science or Lunar Surface Science Workshop. This is a very important workshop that was organized and supported by a number of people. I do want to acknowledge the NASA organizing committee on the right. Brad Bailey, Jake Bleacher, Ben Bussey, David Draper, Deborah Horowitz Needham, Sarah Noble, and Nikki Werkheiser, as well as Kelsey Young. They all contributed significantly to make sure that this program continued in the COVID-19 situation. There was a previous session 1 that was very successful, and we hope that our session here, which is focusing heavily on volatiles and samples, is equally successful. The session co-chairs for this virtual session 2 are myself, Thom Orlando at Georgia Tech, and Parvathy Prem at APL and Johns Hopkins University. So let me just show you what the charter is for today and overall the workshop. The Lunar Surface Science Workshop intent and themes, and this is basically taken directly from the website, but I want to remind you that this is to provide an open forum for presentation, discussion, and consideration of concepts, options, capabilities, and innovations to advance our scientific discovery of the lunar surface. The attendance is open to many registrants. Initially, it was somewhat closed to specific registrants, but now it's a little bit greater in terms of its participation. There will be some exceptions in the number of people who will attend the breakout sessions at the end of each day will be limited to the people who were initially scheduled to present at the face-to-face meeting. And then there are a group of selected invitees that will go to this. I urge you to go to these breakout sessions if you have the opportunity to do so, because it is a very important component of the workshop, because that's where a significant amount of the exchange happens. Okay, and our focus is what's in the background in this very nice paper that was in Science, which is trying to understand the sources, the sinks, and the fate and the general utility of the volatiles that are present on the lunar surface or within the subsurface. So the next slide actually is the beginning of, I think, the overall schedule, and this is available with a link that's shown, and there's a very packed day today and tomorrow. Today we'll be looking at volatiles and then moving on towards sampling and analyzing samples. As you can see, there'll be yet a third workshop session, and that'll be later on in August. That'll be dedicated to dust and regolith. Then, of course, the league meeting will be in September, and there are other activities that will be on in October. I believe the next, so this is the way of introduction. There is a limited time for each talk. The invited talks will be given 10 minutes. That includes discussion, and the contributed talks are 5 minutes, and that includes discussion. It's imperative that we stick to the time. And so the session chairs will do their very best to make sure that you stay on time. One of the issues with being virtual is we can't get up there with a hook and pull you off. But we do have our methods of making sure people are on time. So please do that. Because that's in the best interest of everyone. If we slip at all, it'll be problematic over time. On that, the next slide, I think these are Sarah Noble's slides. Are you wanting to give these?
This one slide was mine, but you already covered most of it. I just wanted to, first of all, welcome everybody. Thank you all for your participation. We really appreciate you. We really need this input from the community, and we're really glad you can join us today. We are trying to hold these sessions on sort of a regular monthly cadence, starting with those we most urgently need input on, and we're working our way through the workshop as we go. Today's talks will be recorded, and the discussion notes from the outbreaks will be organized into deliverable products. If you go to that website, which will get updated monthly along with these sessions, you can already see the discussion products from the tools and instrument sessions there, as well as an opportunity for feedback, which we are really looking for feedback. So please go and check those out and provide us feedback if you want to. You know, we are having to limit the size of these discussion breakout groups just because of our technology and the current situation. But we do want to get everybody's input, and so the way to do that is through that website. So please feel free to go and check out that information and provide us any feedback you have. Also, remember to save the date. We will be doing this again next month, Dustin Regolith. So put that in your calendar, and more updates to come.